How Satan inverts the frame of order and chaos. I was talking about this earlier. Satan deceives by framing order as tyranny and chaos as freedom. Definitions according to this satanic frame. Okay, think about it like this. Satan tries to get people to think of order as tyrannical, controlling, boring, repressive, abusive, fascist, these types of things. Whenever people think about order, that's what he wants them to think. Now, when it comes to chaos, he wants them to think freedom, liberation, exciting, revolutionary, these types of words, right? That's what he wants you to associate with chaos. Chaos good, order bad. And unless it's his version of it, right? But that's how it gets you to view it. And so if you view order as only tyrannical, controlling, boring, repressive, abusive, fascist, then you will desire the chaos. You will desire rebellion to cause chaos. Because you will say, oh, I want to rebel in order to have freedom, liberation, revolution, these types of things to cause the chaos. And he will show that to, he will present that to people as something good to be desired and the solution. One powerful tactic used to thoroughly impress this frame on everyone's mind is to constantly set up authority figures who turn into tyrants or are exposed as corrupt. Now, a tyrant or a tyrannical authority is not God's design. That's not proper order. Okay? You think about authority figures in the home, a father and a husband, a pastor, a government. God does not want them to be tyrannies. Okay? That's not what order and authority means. In fact, it talks over and over again in the Bible about righteous kings and that, there is prosperity when they're reigning. And what righteous authorities do is they punish evil. That's right. They punish evil, they restrain evil, they have a good, orderly effect on society. Tyrannies go beyond that, tyrannical authority, and they abuse the authority, make it oppressive, and then they actually go after the good. And they take away the rights and they oppress people and these types of things. That's a perversion of the order. That's not what God is promoting and teaching. So what I said, the tactic to impress this frame on everyone's mind, set up authority figures and they turn into tyrants or exposed as corrupt. Doing that over and over and over again, this destroys the idea of good authority and good order in people's minds. When there's someone in authority, they turn into a tyrant. They say, oh, that's awful. Get rid of it. Or they're exposed as corrupt or perverted. They do some disgusting things. Whether it's a pastor or a government or whoever it is, and they constantly do this over and over and over again. So people are like, I hate authority. I hate order. Abolish it all. Get rid of it all. And that's what Satan wants. But that's one of the tactics he does to trap people in that frame. And to think that it's not even possible to have authority that's not corrupt and tyrannical. This is even further drilled into people's heads with movies and cartoons always depicting authority figures as abusive. Keeper of order as the villain and agent of chaos as the hero. Now, this can be kind of twisted a little bit, but what I'm talking about here, for example, is like in Disney movies, this happens over and over again. A lot of times, the keeper of order, the father figure, is depicted as very harsh, tyrannical, repressive, abusive. Like we have, trying to remember some, in The Little Mermaid, her father, and these types of things. It's always, in these movies, they have some oppressed, usually girl, and the oppressive, tyrannical figure is a father figure a lot of the times. And then some young boy comes along and whisks her away to a whole new world on a magic carpet ride. But he's subverting authority. He's an agent of chaos, but he's seen as the hero because he's liberating this girl from the tyranny of her oppressive father. And you could apply this to any authority, really. And so anyone who is going against the authority is seen as the hero over and over and over again. And it's weird because they even pervert this in other ways, like in movies where there's a guy who's supposed to be the hero, like Batman, right? And then there's another chaotic figure like the Joker. Now, he's supposed to be the bad guy, but also, in a perverted way, gets people to sympathize with him as well, even though he's causing destruction and chaos, and he's against the hero. So, a lot of times, it's the blending of distinction. They have the whole concept of the anti-hero. Is he bad? Is he good? They're half good and half bad. A lot of characters they have like that, they're supposed to be like half good and half bad, or like Spawn. Or Blade, the vampire hunter. He's like, oh, he's half vampire and half human, and he kills the vampires. You know? Oh, Spawn, he went to hell and made a deal with the demons, but he turned on them, and now he hunts the bad guys. It's like this. It's just the blurring of the distinctions of evil and good. And then a lot of times in movies, they get people to sympathize with the bad guy. A lot of times. That's, again, doing this. But anyways, the inversion of this order and chaos, it's happening. There's many different tactics that are used to pervert this over and over and over again. And you think about this. So earlier when I was talking about that order versus chaos thing, Satan has that, the Masons and all that, they have this order out of chaos concept. Well, they create chaos and then bring their order, right? But their order is not God's order. It's a perversion of it, right? And their chaos is always intentionally causing destruction and evil to happen. Bad things to happen, disorder. So both the chaos and destruction are bad. When God made the universe and he made order out of chaos, it was that there was an order, and then he made order and it was good. He saw everything that was made and he said it was good. And every type of authority that he ordains, like the husband and the father and all these other types of things, are supposed to be good. But it's the devil, it's sin that is brought in that perverts the order, makes it tyrannical. So that's kind of how things are inverted and perverted.